Welcome back, T-Millers, to the next episode in the now unnamed video series.
I'm Mark at T-Mill. This is the real Da Vinci, who you might know from the chats at tmill.com/chat. And we've got our first question for you guys, which is what we're going to call these videos now that we've kind of ruined it by calling another product T-Mail. And tell us about what that product's going to do quick.
T-Mail is a new feature which is going to allow you to send newsletters from your T-Mail store straight to your customers.
That's what it does.
Like
from. We're really excited about it. See, and yeah, we just need to know what to call these videos. Don't know what to call them.
No.
Come up with an idea. We're going to answer some questions in this video from you guys. First of all, check out my T-shirt.
Nice.
From Will, my main man Will at Willful Productions. He is a badass. What do you describe this? What you're seeing here?
So we got a wave, yeah, some plastic.
Look at those details.
Help save lives. Drumsticks, nice.
This is an interesting one, actually. Why do you think the best? What do you think about like the best Tmall stores? I think they've all got a story.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think? You gotta have an opinion.
Do you know why I love this T-shirt?
I do not. You're about to tell me.
Yes.
You just got to tell me.
because the best brands have a story to tell.
Yes, they do. They do have a good story, and this guy, Will, has got an incredible one. He's still at school. His mum and dad bought him Tmall Pro for Christmas. Mm-hmm. He's built a business with it. I kind of like the idea that he's kind of taken what most people consider like the bank of mum and dad to be like support, and he's kind of used it more like a Kickstarter, like an investment fund, built an empire, made a profit out of it. It's a pretty inspiring hustle from someone who's like 13. So I just love that story. He took some great photos of himself as well, just hustling. What a badass. Thanks, Will, for my tea. I was really stoked with the print. Look how excited Da Vinci is about it as well.
So our first question is from Michael, who asks, why do profits scale as prices increase? So what this might look like is you put your price up by £1, but your profits will only increase by about 50p?
This is a really interesting question. When we first started, what we were trying to do is kind of two things, really. Kind of optimize T-Mill so that the prices land at a price which is like going to maximize the profits that a store owner gets. If you put your prices up too high, that increases your profit, but your volume goes down. If you put your prices too low, the thinking was that the volume would increase, but the profits go down. So we found, like, at the time, from the data, £19 was the optimum point. So we tried to sort of like incentivize people to win, if that makes sense. Mm-hmm. It also, you know, you say that the price goes up £1 and profits only go up 50p. It was also designed to help people who sort of felt they needed to start at a lower price by when they dropped the price by £1, they didn't actually lose £1, they only lost 50p. So it kind of works both ways. I think the other thing it does is yeah, this is kind of funny. Is it funny? I'm not sure. I'll tell you. You tell me if you laugh, it's funny.
Okay.
Is to sort of disincentivize people kind of like ripping off customers by putting the prices way too high, and also stop money laundering. Because if you...
That's not funny.
You laughed. It's not funny, is it, money laundering? No. To stop money laundering, just trying to be serious now.
Sorry, completely.
To stop money laundering. And, but there's other better ways we can do that nowadays. So we're probably going to change this model in the future so we get the best results, which is to enable you to create, like, to get the, the best value for money for your customers and from you out of the time you invest in your business.
And there's also a link to Remail, right?
Yeah, there was another reason for doing this as well, because it's sort of like a really convoluted piece of maths. And it was really well thought through, but slightly badly explained. And like, it's quite difficult in today's world to like, make really complex points, because people are like, yeah, but I just want this. And so the idea was that, when you drop a discount in, we subsidize it. So like if we had a Remail product that came back for, let's say for argument's sake, it was £1, we would cover half of that. So that like kind of profit split 50-50 on the upside also worked for Remail on the downside. Mm-hmm. So if we do switch the model to be more like what we call cost plus, which is like this is the base price. And if you add £1, you make an extra £1. If you add £2, you make an extra £1. Is that we need to come up with a way to make the Remail work, because if you do a £5 voucher back, you're going to lose that £5. And it kind of like, we need to find a way to, if we give everybody their cake and solve a way to eat it at the same time. So we are working on it. It's not as simple as it sounds. And I don't even think that sounded very simple. So don't laugh at money laundering. It's not funny. All right, one from Harriet here. How is the new SEO feature you're releasing, that's you're releasing, going to be different to the stats page at Real Da Vinci?
At Real Da Vinci. So Teerank is a tool which is going to help you grow your traffic.
It's up there now. The metaphors in here are ruining all the conversations.
So something that I want to talk about is my favorite part of Teerank, which is the inspiration station. So what it does is it shows you what people in your tailored demographic are searching for. It gives you an approximate search phrases.
Yeah, we can see it right there on the screen, can't we? Like, so what demographic are you on? Like surfing. People are searching for like surf gift ideas, plastic-free surfing gift ideas, and we see how many searches they've got.
And then you can create new content based on that, which will help you.
I've seen where your hands are going there. What people are searching for, creating new content. It's an open goal for David Brent right now. What's that?
Yeah, better.
Come on. I think also the stats page itself is getting a refresh, as well as this awesome Teerank thing. Anything that you want to pull out?
Yeah, I think one really interesting part is going to be the traffic attribution.
Oh yes, where all of that juicy traffic is coming from. Really important for people in marketing. I know the marketing team uses that a lot. For me, what I really like was the demographic data, seeing more about your customers. It's quite amazing, really, what you can pull from Google's databases, and that's where all of that traffic actually comes from. These kind of integrations with products you can get out there, Google Analytics, what do they call it? A console, webmaster tools, whatever it's been renamed as, but all inside Teemill in one place. Saves you time, makes it easier, everything you need, nothing you don't.
So many of you guys already know that Teemill is audited by the Soil Association and is GOTS certified organic. So an interesting question from Audrey and Pippa in chats the other day was asking, how come that isn't included in our product labels?
The actual logos for those two certifications.
The logos.
Yeah. Audrey and Pippa. Good eggs.
Good eggs.
There's a small egg box and they're in there. You said earlier that they're bold eggs.
Yes, I did.
Why did you say that?
Bold, in hindsight, is a bad choice of word. Bold in...
Because you say, like, I think you meant B-O-L-D, but you keep saying bold.
Bold.
Like B-A-L-D.
I think it comes from, you know, my mum's Scottish.
No?
She's Scottish.
Now the internet knows that.
Everyone knows. So, you know, you just pick up some weird bold.
I'll put those eggs down there. Thanks for your contribution in the chat there, guys. Just good vibes, really constructive, help other people. Also useful feedback as well to help improve the product. Thank you very much for you know, your participation, dudes. It's rad. To answer the question, yeah, the GOTS Soil Association certifications, we're certified and audited as a whole company, and the product that includes the products from the field through the factories, the working conditions, all the material inputs, outputs. One of the things I recommend people do, which is like, maybe it's because I'm a bit sad, but I think it's really interesting to actually read the GOTS certification. It's amazing, all of the detailed kind of, and the scope of what the audit criteria is. So why don't we currently put those in all of the product labeling? Well, there's a couple of reasons for that. Firstly, we need to be, when sometimes people buy our products blank, they might go and print them some other place and put something else on them, which kind of invalidates those marks. That's one reason. The second reason is that Teemill and Teemill's products are audited, but the Teemill store technically hasn't got that certification. It's like, would be accurate to say the products that I use are certified, but to say I am, if you're a Teemill store, is not necessarily true unless you've paid that license fee. And this comes up a lot of times in environmental certification, where you might be buying from an audited supplier, but the license bodies kind of check who's using that language and say, hey, you're not certified unless you pay us money. So we kind of like design in a lot of these things to help make sure that people can't get it wrong. Does that make sense? All right.
But there's also a reason in terms of the difference that certifications actually make.
Yeah, that's right. I think this is a really interesting, actually it's a question. I'm not sure what the right answer is, but in our experience, when we have a third-party auditor come and like certificate us, it doesn't actually change what's happening. They just check what's happening. So we might do all of this work and have all of this supply chain set up to use natural materials, renewable energy, is kind of made the right way. They come around and just check that what we said is true against their set of criteria. Now, the soil association criteria is actually very, very good. The challenge is it costs money to kind of prove that the good things that we've done. And so we're kind of thinking in the future that this is kind of a way that the economy is a bit broken. You've got this sustainability tax where you kind of have to pay to prove you're doing something the right way, or to pay for somebody else to say that you did something. It's kind of crazy. So long term, it might be the case that we actually change the way that we do that and take that money, and it's a lot of money, right? Like a lot. And continue to do all of that good stuff, but instead of like having this certificate, like this stamp, we just kind of like use it to actually do more of that good stuff instead. I think that might change as the world becomes a little bit more, I don't know what the right word is, educated? As to like finding out, aware and less reliant on some stamps. So we just kind of we just don't feel like we need to put it in there. But if you want to check, would someone want to check out? If you want to check, you go GOTS website, search T-mail, you can look at our audit license.
Yeah, I think that's pretty solid.
I think that's, thanks.
So our next question is from Ace Montaigne, who says, the ability to create and provide personalized discount codes and affiliate links would be key to building a brand ambassador team. Is that possible to build on the platform?
It's definitely possible. It relates to what we just said before in the maths, and not as simple as they sound. I saw one of the replies to this thread was like, yeah, it's easy. I don't see what the maths difficulty is here. We just give up 10% of our royalty. But if you drop your prices really, really, really low, let's say, even if you just say you charge like 15 quid, and you offer your customer 10% off that, that's not 10% of your royalty, that's way more. So we need to make sure that we're conscientious about the way we do this. I mean, from our point of view, the reason that we haven't prioritized this technology is because in our tests, when we tried to use it, it didn't work. Actually, we ran split tests of free post weekend along 10% off weekends and stuff like that. And free post weekend is like 20, 30 times way more effective. Quite often when you discount stuff, people think, oh, it's rubbish, there's something wrong with it, trying to get rid of it. In addition, in terms of building an influencer network, what we found is that quite a lot of if you've got a great story, that's what motivates people to kind of buy into your brand, share it, and be an ambassador for it. For people who are really creating really high quality content, we send them a tea. For quite often, a lot of the times as well, people out there who are creating this stuff just buy it because they're our customers anyway. And some of the best content that we kind of produce that's user generated is just reposting, resharing our customers' original content. So it's kind of one of those things where like prioritizing something that probably the data shows in our test doesn't work. It's not actually how we've seen people who are really successful doing it, and that also loses you money, is something that we don't do first. Because we do stuff first that's going to definitely work, be proven, and actually increase the rewards that you get for investing in building your brand. Nice. That's why we're not going to do it
straight away.
Like now.
Yeah.
Stop what you're doing down now.
But it's not off the table.
Oh, it's on the table. Whereabouts on the table is it?
This relates to a question we had in chats the other day of someone asking, how can I utilize email addresses collected by my store? And it all goes back to what we spoke about at the beginning with T-mail.
Our naming issue, yeah. Our product that we're developing is called T-mail. Unfortunately, exactly the name that we gave this series of videos, which is now unnamed. Put your proposals in the chats below. T-mail is, well, we're really excited about it. Tell us what it does.
So T-mail is a system where you'll be able to send newsletters straight from your store to your customers.
We're like so excited about it because it means that people can actually do that kind of like really important marketing to build on the orders that they've already got. Kind of like putting bricks on top of other bricks. Really important part of building a growth brand. While we build that, all that data is building up, being stored in a safe, secure, GDPR compliant way. How long do you think till T-mail, well, we shouldn't actually make promises, get told off, don't we, by developers?
I would say
An indeterminate amount of time. A couple of months.
couple of months. So we had some really great feedback from you guys about some of the new products we're releasing this summer. I'm wearing one right now.
I really love that top, especially the little knots on the side stuff.
On the side.
And what else can we reveal? The product team, the product team said to us today, whatever you do, don't show anybody the joggers.
Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you enjoyed the latest in this unnamed video series. Remember to subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube and get involved in the conversation using the comments below at the bottom of this blog. Read more like this over at theteaml.com/academy.